Well, how's it going, everybody? My name is Dylan, and this is the Dylan Talks Tone YouTube channel. And we are going to have a live show tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. This is something that we do every Monday night at 9 Eastern, and we talk about guitar tone, all kinds of guitar questions, stuff like that. And one of the cool parts is, as opposed to our normal videos that we have during the week, we actually have a live chat that goes, down, this side of the screen over here. And it makes it to where we can have you be a part of the show, help you, you go ahead and shape a lot of the content in the show, which is really fun. So I want to invite you to be a part of that. We've got a bunch of graphics made up. We're going to tell a story tonight about nuts. We're going to talk about nuts and saddles tonight. That's the biggest thing. This content was actually requested by viewers from last week's show. So every week, tonight, we're actually going to allow the viewers to pick what next week's show is going to be about. That's what we do. And that way, it's all about you. That way, it's anything that you want to know about guitars and guitar tone and that sort of stuff, and help and allow you to really drive the content. So that's what we do. One of the things I want to talk about real quick, since I've got you here, it's no big deal really, but there's a couple things. Two things is, one, I don't know that everybody knows that we build guitars here, right? Like that's what we mainly do, guitars and pickups. So check out our website, DylanTalksTone.com. That'd be awesome. We got a couple of demo models that are sitting around just waiting to be bought. And we also got some really cool new profiles for the Kemper this week. So feel free to check those out as well. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll probably be shooting a couple of videos. And we'll probably talk about them a little bit tonight. We'll do some playing. Here, let me see if I can show you one right now, actually. Let me see which one I've got up here. Hang on. I really don't think I've got the right one. Well, I don't know what I have. Nope, that's not the one I wanted to share with you. Well, maybe we'll do that tonight at the show. So tonight, live. Well, we got a couple more people. This is worth messing with. Hang on one second. All right, I think this is the right one. Let me see. Yeah, so this is a Marshall Super Lead that is got some gain on it. It's a really, really good profile. I really like it. It's got that, and especially with the Jazzmaster pickup in this Telly, it's got this like really kind of loose and messy, high-end kind of punk sound that I really, really dig. And so I've been playing with this one. There's a couple other... Anyway, just messing around. If you're not familiar with our Facebook channel, our Facebook page, Dylan Talks Tone, and you only watch us on, or have just found us on YouTube, we've got like 300 videos all about guitar tone, guitar tech, and stuff like that. And we do a lot of this kind of live messing around on Facebook, and it allows people to be able to ask questions live and contribute to a lot of the content we do, and allows people to, say, hey, can you make a video about such and such? Because we're here having a conversation together. So I don't do a lot of this on YouTube, and I really should, because, we make, like I said, we got like 300 videos. And so, feel free to actually right now too, if you can type in the chat, say hello and let me know where you're coming from. Let's see. Do we got anybody saying anything? Let me know where you're watching from, at least, if you're in the chat. Oh, we got Luke Anderson. This dude's loyal, man. He's been watching us for a long time. So we will be we'll be live normal tonight. But like I said, I just don't normally do this kind of thing. I don't normally just come on YouTube and hang out with, do like YouTube Hangouts, and maybe the community would like that. I don't know. It's just something that I've been kind of tossing around. We do it on Facebook all the time, but I don't do it enough on YouTube. If you have any questions right now that you want to throw in that super chat right there, do me a favor and do that, or not super chat, in that chat window right there. Do that, because then maybe I'll add it to the show tonight. We've got some content. We're going to talk about nut material and saddle material. That was actually requested by some viewers from last week. Let's see. I can't read. Montreal. Cool, man. And we got Alan. He's there too. Very cool. So, yeah. Usually we have a bunch of people. And then on the internet radio, I think there's usually a couple thousand people listening. So that's always really cool. And the people that are here every week, what the fun part about it is that they're able to just ask questions and say, hey, what do you want to have next week? And let me know, let you guys as the viewers and listeners to our content drive the content. So super, super cool. Here, let's see. We got some more comments coming up. Sorry, I'm trying to do all this together. Ryan, how did you hear about me? You might as well tell me. Tell me the story, since we're just sitting here hanging out and chatting, which is something that I don't do very often. So I just don't get a chance to. If you're from Rhode Island and you just heard about me, how'd you hear about me? That's cool. I don't really know anybody in Rhode Island. I know, actually I do. I know a couple people in Rhode Island, but not in the guitar area. And you notice that Alan is welcoming you. I'm really stoked that our community is really, really cool like that. Way positive. There's not a lot of hating on people, especially if they don't have a lot of guitar abilities or, are new to guitar. That's one of the things we really try to do, is be super welcome to that around here. There's no dumb questions, none of that kind of stuff. So I really am really super digging the type of community that we have building. We'll take that off of there so you can see the sweet pink guitar. Might as well talk about guitars while we're here, right? So this is a Dylan Custom Guitars Telly, two-tone peg head. It's got a Jazzmaster pickup in the neck. It's got a flat 6 Telly pickup in the bridge, and it is all natural nickel that I actually aged ahead of time before we put the guitar together. So we did some kind of like acid burning stuff and aged all the hardware. It's got Strat knobs on it. If you didn't want Strat knobs, I could just put normal knobs on it. I don't know why. Just the pink and white, it looked cool together. So we did that. This is a 12-inch radius fretboard, and it's got like a C neck on it. It's pretty sweet. So this guitar is actually available at DylanTalksTone.com. If you have any questions or are interested in a guitar at all, let me know. The fun part about the stuff that we demo around here is it's a lot more affordable, because it's been a demo guitar. So it's not been beat up or anything. This is actually a European Linden body, and it has like 3 coats of nitro on it. So it's super, super thin. And I don't know if you can see it in the video or not. Let me see if we can get some shine on it. But the wood is not smooth. I did not grain fill the wood at all. So it feels like one of those old tellies where the finish is just kind of like worn off. It's a little bit shiny, but it's also it's going to wear through real thin to like a white primer underneath. It's just super, super cool. Super cool paint job on this thing. I really, really, really dig it. Here, let's see if we can answer some more questions here. Brass fret wire versus standard frets. Any difference in sound like with the nut? We could talk about that tonight for sure. I heard about... Oh, cool. So Herb H backwards treble clef N. Maybe you're from a different country that I don't know how to read your letters. I apologize. We can talk about fret wire tonight. I will add that to the conversation on our live show. That is a great thing to add. Let's see. I heard about you from my YouTube recommendations. Big fan, or I'm big on watching luthier channels or guitar customizing tips. So last week's show, Ryan, if you're new to our community, last week's live show on Monday night at 9 o'clock was about a bunch of modifications that you can do to your guitar for under $50, which is really super fun. So hopefully... Hey, look at there. My wife is actually saying hello. I see you saying hello. I believe she's actually out doing errands and had to make a couple of stops. I think she's actually waiting for stuff. So while she's waiting, she's probably watching our little chat. So this is one guitar. Ryan, if you're new to what we do here, let me show you another one. Let's see here. Let me mute this cable because I'll unplug this guitar and not pop in your ear. How about that? Everybody knows this is kind of my favorite right now. Look at that. Let's see if can I get some... There we go. Get some sparkle on that picture. So this is kind of my number one right now. However, what happens a lot of times is somebody says, "Ooh, that's your number one. I like that. I should buy that." Which is kind of what I hope happens, because this is a really, really, really good guitar. This is a very interesting build. Yeah, do that, Ryan. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. This is a very interesting build. It started out as an Esquire, but I always envisioned it to have a gold foil pickup in the neck. So I went ahead and called Tim McNally at McNally Pickups, which is funny because I'm a pickup builder. You would think I would just build it myself, but I did not, because this particular pickup is very specific and he already had the machining and tooling already all set up and all that sort of stuff. So Tim McNally Pickups, check him out. It's called McNallyGuitars.com, I think. But if you just type in Tim McNally, 2 L's, into the internets, you'll find a very, very cool Canadian guitar company and pickup builder. And he made me this neck pickup. And then this is a Dylan Pickups Telly Bridge. It's a Wilkinson compensated saddles. This is a 9.5 inch radius, I think. Fretboard, it might be 10. Yeah, it's right around 10, I think. With this fretboard is actually reclaimed walnut that comes from the Coney Island Boardwalk in New York. So that's where this came from. So it's really got a cool story. I don't use rosewood here anymore, so we use a lot of alternative materials to rosewood that give you the same performance and feel and sound. If you're curious or wondering about that, many, many, many people have played my guitars without even knowing that it wasn't rosewood until I told them. So, that whole thing about, oh, I can tell. No, you can't unless I told you. It's kind of one of those things. There's some things you can really tell, right? And then there's some things that are so subtle. And this fretboard is one of those things. So it feels really good. It sounds really good. Here, let me play. Let me see if I can get you some cleans with this neck pickup. It is amazing. Let's see here. I usually wear my hat backwards so I don't keep hitting the microphone with my hat on our live shows. So let's see. And this has got a bypass tone pod in it and a couple of little mods too that we do on some of our custom stuff. Ryan, I do not have a lot of opinion on Purple Heart fretboards, except that I know it's really hard to work with because it's really, really hard, and it's hard on tools. Beyond that, I do not have an opinion. I probably wouldn't use it myself because that's outside of what we do as a guitar company. So that's the only reason. It's not that it's a bad material or anything. It's beautiful. It's just really hard. It's hard wood. So yeah, why not? I mean, you know, if you want to go to the work and cut fret slots out of something that is like concrete, you know, then you could do it for sure. It's like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's just a matter of that's not what we build here. So that's why I wouldn't personally use it. But it is pretty stuff. It is really pretty stuff. So, any other questions? See, we got like 9 people on here, and I've heard from about 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. So that means that there's 5 people here that haven't said anything or said hi, or maybe 4 or 5 people that haven't said hi. So it'd be cool to know where you're coming from, where you're listening from, and I really appreciate those of you that are new to what we do and have just found Dylan Talks Tone. Do me a favor and subscribe if you would. That'd be fantastic because we have a lot of content. If you look through our channel and you don't see something about a guitar already, please let me know and we will try to shoot a video for you because that's really what we do. The live thing on Monday nights is super fun because of this right here for us to be able to talk. Now, I will tell you, all right, and Randy's on too. Cool. I will tell you that the live show gets real busy. It gets crazy because there's a lot of people listening because a lot of people listen every week. So what's really fun about it is we usually have the camera set up a little different and stuff. And we have Leslie sitting right here next to me in a chair. She's got her own microphone over here and headphones and stuff. And so she's actually here with me, part of the whole conversation. And everybody gets to hang out and ask questions and stuff. So it's super fun. I really do enjoy it. And it's fun to build that community around what we do because this is not one of those groups that, you know, yells and screams and says mean things to each other and stuff. We're kind of a big family here, so I really dig it. Hello from the United States to Sweden. That is very cool. I think we've had some people from in that direction listening before, but I don't know that we've had it from Sweden. You'd have to ask Leslie. She's the one that knows more because she'll tell me afterwards, hey, we got a new viewer from such and such a place. And I don't always get to say hi and keep up with everybody. But again, the whole point of this is to be able to have a community that we all can discuss stuff. And so feel free to come and be a part of that. I think it's really cool. You'll meet some people, actually people that are on this thing tonight that right now, who are watching right now. We've actually gone and met in person and really made friendships and built community around this. It's really something that's really important to me. Most guitar channels are a bunch of people that are angry at each other and, that sort of thing. So I am really stoked that you are all a part of it. I hope everybody has a great night. And we will be live at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, United States. Now that I have to say that because I know we have somebody listening from Sweden. So 9 o'clock Eastern Time from the United States. We will be live for an hour. And we'll have more things to show you. There's going to be screen graphics. I drew pictures for you. I actually drew pictures for our show for tonight. I keep telling people that I want it to be more exciting than just seeing my face. So I even drew pictures. So do what you can to be back. It will be available in a podcast form as well as in video replay. But it's way more fun live than it is in replay. So feel free to watch it in replay. If you can't make it for some reason, it's probably really late over there in Sweden at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. What time is it in Sweden? I wonder. It must be, let's see, 5, 6. Good grief. It must be like 1 in the morning over there, I'm thinking. Because England... Parts of England for us are about 5 hours ahead, and it's pushing 7 o'clock. So it must be... No, I'm going to tell you straight up, this guitar is not... So one of the viewers just asked, is this the same sparkle color as Orianti's signature guitar? No, this is Ranger Bass Boat Red. I literally went to a local collision shop that works on bass boats. Because here's the thing. This big sparkle is really, really hard to shoot. And it's really hard to get the material to do it. And so I live in the south of the United States. For those of you that are not familiar, there are many places. There are many things in the south that the South is known for. And like these big fishing tournaments are one of them. So everybody around here has these like flat bottom fishing boats. So there are actually collision companies, like if you crash it or if you bang it into something, that can fix it with this sparkly paint that goes on those boats. So I went to a shop, local shop, and said, hey, do you carry this paint? Do you have the materials? And this is literally Ranger Bass Boat Red. That's exactly what it is. Because I was like, I want to do something sparkly. So it is, you paint the guitar black. In fact, on the back in the lighting, you might be able to see it a little bit. It's probably hard to see, but you paint the guitar black first, and then you just literally spray sparkles on the body, and they're thick and bumpy and terrible, and then you spray clear, and then you color sand it, and you spray clear, and you color sand it, and you spray clear, and you color sand it, until it is that beautiful, shiny thing that you see. It is absolutely a ton of work, but it really came out nice. So that's that. I will talk to you all at 9 o'clock Eastern. If anybody has any questions they want to add to tonight's show, put them in the comments to this video because the way a live video works is I hit the stop button and then it takes a few minutes for it to upload. And then once it's there, go ahead or on any of the videos that we have, ask a question and I'll check them. I'll check my notifications before the show. And if there's something that I missed, we'll try to leave it or try to make it part of the show tonight. So including that thing from earlier that one of you asked about materials of frets, because that goes right in line with everything that we talked about, that we are planning on talking about tonight. I hope everybody has a good one. And we'll talk to you at 9 o'clock Eastern Time in the United States. Dylan Talks Tone live show on YouTube.